Welcome back to McKinney ISD Sports Talk. I'm Johnny B. as we take a look at the 2014 football season, and happy to be joined now by the head football coach of the McKinney North Bulldogs, Coach Mike Fecci. Coach, good to see you.
Thanks, Johnny. Good to see you.
Mike, you come off one of the best seasons in North football history. Certainly a season last year that kind of raised the bar on where you want the program to be since you took over as head coach. How did you roll all that positive momentum in the summer, but still send the message to the kids that, hey, this is a new day?
Right. You know, it was a great offseason for us. We rode that wave that we were on. You know, our kids, once you get to that point, when those kids get to taste of that atmosphere and of high school football in the playoffs, they want it again. And, you know, our message the whole time is that we're a new team. This is a new attitude. We have to find our own identity. Last year's identity is not good enough anymore. You got to go find your own. And the way you find your own is the same way everybody else has done it over the past. You just got to go to work every single day. And so far, those kids have done that. We're happy with that for sure.
Last year, Ronald Jones emerged as one of the best running backs in the state, over 2,000 yards, broke the North single-season rushing record. How has he approached the offseason in getting better, and also knowing that, for lack of a better word, he's got a bullseye on his back every week from every defensive coordinator you face?
Yeah, exactly. You know, one thing he did a great job of that you can't see is his leadership. He became a little more of a leader. You know, he's not a very vocal guy. He's not going to say a whole lot, but he stepped up in that world a little bit. You know, and he understands going in, you know, a brand new offensive line up there in front of him and having, you know, like we saw the other night, you know, 9 guys in the box every snap. It's just going to be a matter of time for him, for those things to open up a little bit. He's just got to be patient with it. He's just got to keep working and playing his role like he did the other night. Did a great job the other night. And, you know, eventually those things are going to pop. He just has to be patient like he has been.
You lost quarterback Ben Ducey to graduation. You made a decision to move Nick Hutchins into the quarterback position, one of your best defensive players. What was the thought process between you and the coaching staff to do that?
Well, at the end of the season, we sat down, me and the two coordinators, Coach Hart and Coach Wheelock, and we talked about what we needed to have to be successful. And we felt like with the running back coming back that we had, we needed somebody back there at quarterback that was extremely athletic and have the ability to run the football as well as throw the football. You know, so we went into that, and Hutchins was the answer there, and so we put him over there, and he's worked out great up to this point. You know, Nick's an athletic kid. He's a student of the game. Nick's just a football player. Nick's one of those kids, you could put Nick anywhere at any skill position, he'd be successful. And so far, we've been real pleased with his progress.
Got a big win. We're going to see some of these highlights, but I'm sure you'll take his debut. 13-19, 255 yards, 4 TDs, and he also rushed for 67 yards. That's not a bad debut.
He had a great night. He really did. Did a great job.
And we're going to take a look at some of North's highlights in their win over Newman Smith. Here, just a great read by your quarterback.
Yeah, great job by him. He shows his athleticism and his burst right there. You know, we knew he could do that without a doubt, and what he does right here is what we were wanting to see from him, and that is the play-action game with Ronald, and then being able to deliver and read something and deliver, you know, took a shot there and still delivers the ball right on the money for a touchdown to Miguel Hudson.
Right, with all those people in the box this year trying to stop Ronald Jones, play action is going to be a big thing for you.
You know, here it is again. You know, this is after a turnover on a kickoff, and he reads it right again and finds curving up the seam. And, you know, we're up 14-0 with about 2 minutes into the game, and that's nice. That's how you want to start a football season.
How you like the speed of your club, both offensively and defensively?
Oh, I think that's one of our strengths right now, Johnny. You know, we've got some kids that can really run, and we ran to the ball well the other night on defense. You know, that's a big deal for us. It's what we start off practice with defensively is pursuit, and it's huge for us to be able to run to the ball. And our kids did a good job. You know, I thought we stunted well up front. The first steps were good. This is a good stunt here by Matabuke. Right there, you know, he stunts inside and is able to make a big play for us. That was a big deal right there to hold him to a field goal at this point.
Yeah, a team that likes to run like that, looks like they try to go both sideways, so you're going to need some speed along that defensive line, and your back's coming up to get to the ball, too.
Yeah, you know, Nick Leschwitz, a converted defensive end, moved outside linebacker, makes a great play there in open space. And it's one thing we want when our kids be able to run. We want our kids to be able to play fast, and they did that the other night.
Here's good interior rush, collapse in that pocket.
Yeah, and great coverage. That was the thing you can't see on this angle, but everybody's covered out there. And you know, this is a big phase of the game. We knew it would be huge. Special teams would be huge, especially early in the year. And we feel like, you know, with the amount of time we put into special teams and the kind of kids we put on it, we can make big things happen. You know, great block by Wyatt McShane right there. McShane, Wyatt, and Springs Bryce Bowles for anytime you can score on special teams, man, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, early in the season, when you take a look at things that could turn the tide of a game, special teams I know is a big factor and working on that to make that work. You got a big play right there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, those are huge. When you can score on special teams, that's a big deal. Again, another great sack by Ducey, another great job in coverage.
Thursday games, Coach. You have to open up back-to-back with Thursday games. How do you like the rhythm of playing on Thursday early in the season?
You know, I like playing on Thursday. I think our kids like it, because no one really likes practice, to be honest with you, Johnny, But so when you play on Thursday, you obviously miss one day of that. We're used to playing on Thursday. It's something we do all the time. I like them when they're back-to-back like we have going on right now, and I like them coming off an off week like we'll have in a few weeks. So we enjoy it. Our kids like it.
What can you do better, getting better on the offensive and defensive side of the ball?
There's a multitude, laundry list of things we can do better. I thought we got high up front on both sides at times. I thought we didn't get a consistent rhythm both sides. I guess a great play by Kervin Parks and Nick Hutchins. But, there's lots of things we can do better, and they're all little detail things, and they're all things that we got to continue to work on and get better at each day, leading up to those first district games and just improving. There's some good things we did then. I thought we did you saw snapshots of how good I think we can be, but you also saw plenty of things that we got to improve on.
You saw that big touchdown play, and that's going to be called upon with Nick, with everybody in the box. You see it here, everybody lining up to stop Ronald Jones. How did you like his touch of the ball with the skinny post and throwing the ball?
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. He read his reads correctly and delivered the ball on point. Did a good job of that. And he's going to have to do that. We're going to get what we got the other night. It's a great job, and again, another great read, hits the backside seam to Jomar for a touchdown. But we're going to have to do that. Because we know what we're going to get. We're going to get 9 in the box to stop him, and our hope is that we're effective enough in the play action game to put people in quite a quandary, to be honest with you. We'll just have to keep throwing and catching the ball well to do that.
You have a Thursday night game against Little Elm. What have you seen from them that will pose a challenge on both sides of the football?
Well, Little Elm's, they got big kids. They really do. They got some really big kids offensively and defensively. They got a really big middle linebacker that makes a lot of plays for them. They got a good, hard-nosed downhill running back. They've got a really impressive quarterback. Johnny, I think he's 6'4", about 215, and can throw it and run the ball pretty good. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. It's about us going out and playing well and playing with great technique and playing fast. That's our motto this week, is we got to go play fast. We got to go come off the ball on both sides and play fast and do it for the entire night.
October 17th, a lot of people have that on the schedule. McKinney North. Talk to Coach Smith. You agree? You like where that falls in your schedule?
I do. I like where it is because it's right in the middle of the district. It's dead in the middle of the district. It's when you need to be either making a playoff push or hopefully trying to secure a playoff spot. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's been a while since we've played them. 2 years to be exact. And, I got to watch them for the first time in 2 years the other night. I went over and watched the second half of their Pierce game. And I was impressed. They are what I knew they'd be. They're extremely well coached. They do a great job over there with coaching their kids and playing disciplined football. There's a lot of football between now and that point, but I know it's one that our kids and our community are really excited about, and we're excited about it. It should be a fun night.
Coach, thanks for the time. As always, best of luck.
Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Coach Mike Fecci of the McKinney North Bulldogs. When we come back to McKinney ISD Sports Talk, we'll talk to Don Drake from the McKinney North Broncos.